Purchasing backlinks are great for obtaining links back from really good and topically relevant sites. Now, you want to do it with caution because you don't want to go out there and start buying a ton of links, like GSA links, point 1,000 of them back to the website, buy a bunch of blog comments from foreign countries, pointing at a page that are keyword stuff. So you got to be very tactful when you do this. You also want to be aware of your keyword density. Usually it's done, unless it's a really highly authoritative site, we're going to use a naked URL or the brand name. Ideally, we're going to switch it up a little bit so that way we make sure we keep our other, as far as backlink profile, high. But let's say that we've got the potential to put a backlink on a really good ada.org site for dentists. We want an exact match coming back for orthodontist. Now, you can purchase these from almost anywhere. There's citation sites out there like dentistry.com. There's other SEOs you can get them from. Advertising on websites. So say, for example, you're on maybe a media site, like a news site, and say you want to advertise your business on our local section. You say, yeah. Or I've even done this before where you'll add a job post to a topically relevant site. There's Fiverr, linksmanagement.com. I'm going to show you how to use linksmanagement.com. There's Black Hat World. There's emails that you'll get with people saying, hey, I've got access to these sites, similar to like a guest post, and they'll put content up there and link back to it. And Black Hat World, and a lot more. So let's get into some examples. So we're in Whitespark, we're looking around, we find every dentist, we create our profile, and we notice that we get our listing, and then it says we got different listing levels. So we need to bump up our backlink profiles pointing to the site. We say, is $8 a month worth it a year? Depending on the client, it can be. So your client, if you're generating them, thousands of dollars a month, they're not too worried about $8 a month backlink. So that would be something that you would purchase. This is a really good example of the citation. Now you have also links management. And for example, you log in, you get credits, and then you want to purchase and find a backlink. So depending on the type of business, but I'll usually do the UK, Canada, the United States, sometimes Australia. It just depends what you're trying to do. And I like a page rank authority of 15 plus, domain authority of 15 plus. Outbound links, not too concerned with, but placement percent, that's something you want because you don't want to mess around with people who aren't getting a placement on there. Then you get a search. Once you do your search, you got to do a little research here. So you got cheapmedicineonline.net. Just because it says dental doesn't mean it's topically dental. But let's jump into Cheap Medicine Online. It says dentistry, but let's take a look. So you're going to go to Majestic, punch it into Majestic. Not what we're looking for, spammy. It's just like a PBN. So let's just use this for instance. I know it's a PBN. We can tell kind of how it's laid out, but if we wanted to get a backlink from it, we could do so and what we would do is we come back here, we'd say yes, we want to do it, put it in the cart. So we can do something like this, where it's very important to make sure that orthodontic bleaches your teeth to ensure the best results. At trumporthodontist.com, we make sure you get the best bleach services, and we can help you with straightening your teeth. So we're kind of generic in what we're saying. We're still on topic, and then we would go ahead. I like to do the one-time price, add the cart, submit it, and then there you got your first link from Links Management. Now, make sure, do your research on all these links because you don't want to get a bunch of spammy ones coming. And the final option I'm going to show is where you'll get emails from people who have access to sites. It's kind of similar to doing guest posts who, when you reach out to them, instead of this time, you've got people who've got access to all these sites, sending you a list, and you use the same process to go through these. So we see, so here's a site that we may go after just because it's got health medicine. It's got a low trust flow, low citation flow. Let's go ahead and look at the actual site. It's not secure. We would like secure. And good health doctor. So it does have health, so I'm not too concerned. But what we would do is we'd go and email back this person and say, hey, how much? And they'll give us a price. And we say, hey, we want to pay half that. And they say, maybe. Or we negotiate till we get something. Try never to pay over $75 to $100 for a link back. Usually we average about $30. Overall, that's what we do to purchase links. Just be careful. Make sure you do your research.